big with new DRF All Access past performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all three past performance formats. Easily switch between views. Access the most trusted information in horse racing with DRF All Access past performances. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code 1FREEPP for a free single card today.
It is now feature race time on 9th race of the afternoon. A 6 1/2 furlong sprint allowance optional claimer for $75,000. Scratch the 5 Loco Abarrio. Brian, earlier today you mentioned your best bet. I mentioned my best bet. Is Samantha's best bet in here too? No, I think she was in another
She was
race.
a little earlier.
Yeah, so we'll see how it plays out here with this race. Let's start with yours, and that's the 4 Swervin. Pray tell me why.
Well, Swervin's back home, right? He's 3 for 7 on the main track here at Gulfstream Park. He's not the same elsewhere. Yes, he lost comfortably to the 6 Cyclone Mischief last time, but he was chasing 44-4 in that spot, and I think he's going to be in front here. I don't see a lot of early speed here, Ron, and the horse that's going to eventually be favored by post time is the 7, and that's a good segue to you, your best bet. My worry with your best bet, A, not a lot of speed, but maybe the B is more important to me. He's a grade 3 winner, Ron. How cranked up is he going to be today? There's bigger things down the road, isn't there?
That makes great sense. And you know what, Swervin even looked 2 back at that race in Keeneland, where he chased 43 and 21-3. So you're right about that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that 7, Bill Mott. And, you know, you just look at this horse's campaign before going to the, United Arab, the Golden Shaheen, the grade 1. Doesn't run well there. He's been working well. You see these stakes-winning sprinter. I think it's the class of the field if he's ready.
No about that. He's a grade 3 winner. I mean,
Let's show you the stats.
Yeah, we got a stat too. The Hall of Famer Bill Mott. He's also got the 1 who's very live on the board. But Bill Mott's a Hall of Famer, and one of the biggest reasons Hall of Famer, getting horses ready to run good off long layoffs.
Layoff, 180 days plus. With Lasix, dirt sprints over the past 5 years, this is solid 22% from 79 runners, 51% in the money. So, you got to give a look. And what a weekend Tyler's been having.
Oh, boy, you said it. Threading the needle in the turf race. Last one with a nice prospect for Brendan Walsh. Winning yesterday the Pegasus World Cup Turf with Spirit of St. Louis. So, yeah, Tyler's clicking all the right buttons right now.
What do we do here with the number 6 horse? And that's, as you mentioned, ran pretty well in that race you were talking about at Churchill Downs.
Yeah, he sure did. He beat up on Corbin pretty good that day. He got the right kind of flow. That's Churchill Downs with a long stretch run. This is Gulfstream Park with a very fast main track. I don't know if it's going to be a similar set of circumstances and rate flow for him today, Ron. I was a little against him in this spot, but we know darn well he's going to be running on late.
And as you mentioned, a horse that's certainly taking nibbles in here, the other Bill Mott, Bill Al, who's going to break from the inside with Junior Alvarado. And you just see this horse's last race at Churchill Downs in November was 3rd behind the next out winner.
Yeah, and he's the second choice, Ron, in the double will pays, and you can see how live he is on the board. He's taking money right into the teeth of his stablemate, and it wouldn't be implausible if he goes off favored in here. He's a dangerous horse. He's only run here once. They always bet him. He won 2 back. We'll see if he can work something out from what could be a little tricky rail draw. 6-horse race could be a little bit of a jockey's race, too.
You know, I want to just ask you real quick about the 3 counter spy. You think this one's got to be on the engine. He might set it up for one of these horses that likes to start.
Well, I'm glad you brought him up because he is Samantha's top pick.
Right.
Now, Bob Moscow's had a good meet here running limited starters. He got her home the other day with a winner. Let's see if we get a little drift by post time. I have to believe Swervin's going to be in front here. He's been doing the Parks thing. He last seen in July at Monmouth. We'll see, but he is taking some nibbles on the board. This is essentially a stakes race, Ronnie.
Good luck, everybody.
Stepping onto the track now for race number 9. The 9th race is the first leg of Elite Pick 3 offering. Scratch number 5, Loco Albario. It's a field of 6. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, and Pick 3 wagering. Post time 4 minutes away. Post time 4:22. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Getting set to move in for a start for race 9. 2-1 on the rail horse Bilal. 2-1 on the 6 horse Cyclone Mischief. Swervin getting ready now. Waiting for Bold Journey to take the outside. Bold Journey going up. All set. And they're off. Good start up wide for Bold Journey. From between horses, it's Counter Spy moving up. In between runners, Mr. Skylight won't be far away as they run through the opening furlong. It's now Swervin to contest the issue, and Mr. Skylight is alongside in second. Counter Spy is now third. Racing into fourth is Cyclone Mischief with Bilal, and Bold Journey's at the back of the group. It looks like a reasonable early tempo here as they head to the half-mile point. It's Swervin. The opening quarter was indeed reasonable, 23-1. Swervin by a head. Here's Cyclone Mischief with a 3-wide blitz toward the top. At the rail, Mr. Skylight getting shuffled in that exchange was Bilal. He got shuffled all the way to last, passed by his stablemate Bold Journey. Just ahead of him is Counter Spy. They run around the far turn at the 5/16. Swervin has taken all kinds of heat. He still has the lead. From the inside, Mr. Skylight is boxing on Cyclone Mischief. He's made his move already, but he's trying to sustain it. Outside goes Bold Journey. Inside, Counter Spy. They turn for home. From the inside, it's Mr. Skylight. From the middle, Cyclone Mischief. At the rail, Counter Spy. Cyclone Mischief. He is sustaining his run as he's taking a clear lead now. Cyclone Mischief is kicking clear. He's 5-2, and he's a winner. It's Cyclone Mischief to win by 3.5. Very close for second. Either Swervin or Bold Journey in 1:15-4. Six, 4, 7, 2, and 3. Cyclone Mischief in 1:15-4. Now returning to the winner's circle, the winner of the ninth race, number 6, Cyclone Mischief, owned by the Albaugh family stable in Castleton Lions, trained by Dale Romans. The winning rider is Irad Ortiz Jr. Cyclone Mischief, 5-2 winner, 115-4. Race 10 is next, 10th race. We're sprinting on turf to start the first racing coast-to-coast pick 5. Scratch the 2, 13, 14, and 16. The 15 high limit room draws in. It's a field of 12. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double wagering. Post time is 4:52. Exacta 47.20, trifecta 51.05, superfecta 299.30, 29.93 for a dime. Daily double 21.20, the pick 3 74.30. Final time for the race, a minute 15 and 94, 100 seconds.
The Fasig-Tipton Kentucky Winter Mixed Sale. The last mixed sale before the start of the breeding season. Featuring racing broodmare prospects, yearlings, and mares in foal to their sport's top sires. Recent grads include multiple Grade 1 winner Adair Manor, graded stakes winners Fastest Flight, First Peace, Leave No Trace, Olivia Darling, and Running Bee. Kentucky Winter Mixed, February 3rd at Fasig-Tipton in Lexington, Kentucky. Where will you be?
Race 10 this afternoon, 5 furlongs on a firm turf course allowance, optional claimer, and these are 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 2, and all the also eligible entries. 13, 14, 15 is in, 16, 15 is running, currently up there at 12-1. And one other note, this is the first leg of the Coast to Coast Pick 5, Brian, and we just heard that Santa Anita's races are now off the turf. Not ours, but there's 3 races, I think, in the sequence are on the turf.
Yeah, and
off the turf.
I want to quickly mention, Ronnie said the 15 is in.
Yeah.
We don't have them anywhere in the mix. I want to let everybody know. Rohan Crichton scratched the 2, tap gold, and he wants to run the 15. I think that's significant.
Yeah, so just make sure you mark that down. The 15 is in and will run. Renzo Rojas will be in the saddle. Now we'll get into this race. So if you're playing at Coast to Coast Pick 5, make sure you do that in your selections. We're going to start it off with the number 6 here, and that is Born Flashing.
I like this horse today, Ron. Good value here. I like the cutback. He sprinted on Tapeta last time and got absolutely run off his feet after breaking last from the rail. He's got good turf form. Blinkers go on. Ian Wilkes been very, very live at the championship meet. I love the post position draw here. He has a world of speed to his inside. I don't expect him to be mixing it up, but I think he can be close, Ron, and I think he's going to like this turf sprint here at a square number.
Yeah, 8-1, and you make a great point with Ian Wilkes. Traditionally not known to crank him up at the championship meet, and he come out firing right out of the box this year. He had 4 wins, but real early on, so slowed down a little bit, but we'll see that horse. Great angle you had with that. I did go with the number 8 horse in here, and that is Jefe de Obra, the Chilean bred, and just off that performance last time out for Wesley Ward, gets beat us up on the wide and can put Johnny Velasquez on. I don't know about 9-5 in a big field like this, but what do you think?
No, he's the horse to beat, but I think I agree with everything you said. 9-5 seems a little bit short. He really has no margin for error, and the reason why he has no margin for error is because he's literally no faster than anybody else in the race on figures. It's Wesley, it's the Hall of Famer. That's why he's favored, Ron. You look at him and you look at everybody else in this field, they're very similar.
Yeah, no, and I want to ask you about the 5 speed figures in here because, you were doing the line at Laurel. You watched this horse break its maiden back then. The horse ran at Saratoga against some heavy heads. Then they try him a couple of times on the Tapeta here. What do we get on the turf today?
Samantha likes him. They wanted to run on the turf last time. They got him on the Tapeta. It didn't really work out. He has definitely a better turf horse. That race in Laurel in mid-October was really, really strong. The problem for him is the problem for all these other speed. You could have 5 across the track here heading into the far turn. I got a feeling we're going to get a who do you like here coming up because it's that kind of race, Ronnie. This is a wildly competitive race.
The number 10 horse in here, Hey Mackins Jack, this one from Jamie Beggs, and hasn't been seen since, a pretty decent performance, albeit this is a New York bred, but that was a good race. This horse ran, beaten just a length. It was 5th, but beaten only a length.
Yeah, he'll have to class up here because obviously this is open company after he did the state bred thing there at Aqueduct and Belmont at Aqueduct in Saratoga, but you got Irad here. He's going to sit the right kind of trip off the speed, but doesn't seem to be too far off of it. He'll have to try to save some kind of ground into the far turn. But, yeah, I think he's a player, Ron.
We'd be remiss, or I would be remiss, if we didn't talk about the 15 a little bit.
Yeah.
With your angle, which is a pretty good one. That's high limit room. Rohan Crichton, he wants to run this one today. Broke from post 12 last time.
Yeah, and he wants to run, and he was out here in the 15 post, and Rohan says, yup, I'm running. He ran very well last time in a good race for the level. He's got speed as well. Fun one here to kick off a late double.
Stepping onto the track for race number 10 today. It starts the first racing Coast to Coast Pick 5. For those players who were playing the Coast to Coast Pick 5, please keep in mind racing has now been taken off the turf at Santa Anita Park. So if you're playing the Coast to Coast Pick 5, adjust your tickets for Santa Anita being on the main track. Here in race 10 at Gulfstream, we're out definitely on the turf. It's 5 furlongs on the turf course here. Scratch the 2, 13, 14, and 16. The 15 high limit room draws in. Post time for race 10. It's a field of 12. They'll be at the post in 4 minutes at 4:52. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute. The horses, they're at the gate. It's now post time. Sprinting on the turf course here, race 10 on the afternoon. Starting leg of your first racing coast to coast, pick 5. 2-1 favorite is number 8, Jefe de Obra. Wesley Ward has John Velasquez riding. Now Banneker goes forward. They're working with speed figures. Next one up is Born Flashy. Red State, Playground Legend. From the outside, it's Omaha City, and then way out in the middle is High Limit Room. He'll complete the line. High Limit Room and Renzo Rojas to take the outside gate. And they're off. Good start toward the inside for Esperon, who heads off for the early lead. Speed Figures has speed from the inside. Moving up from the outside, that's Red State into the top flight. These three are quickest. From behind the speed, Asher's Edge gets a good tracking spot. Jefe de Obra is next. Trying to race on from mid-flight is High Limit Room. He's dropped better than 7 lengths off the lead. He's 3 in front of Banneker. He's dropped better than 9 lengths behind. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back to Haymack. It's Jack. He's racing just in front of Omaha City. Out the back early are Playground Legend and Born Flashy. They reach the top of the stretch. Speed Figures makes a bit on the outside of Esperon. These two shoulder to shoulder. The favorite, Jefe de Obra, did not kick on. Asher's Edge would love some racetrack to work with. He's trying to split horses. 1/8 of a mile to go. Asher's Edge. Gaffleone got through again. Tyler Gaffleone putting on a turf clinic this weekend. Asher's Edge going away. It's very close for second. It's a 3-way go. Esperon, a surging mass man, alongside Red State, charging down the middle. When Haymack, it's Jack. Those are all for minor placings. Asher's Edge, your 10th race winner. 13-1 upset winner. It's 4, Asher's Edge. Number 3, Esperon was second. Number 1, Massman third. Number 11, Red State fourth. And number 10, Hey Mac, it's Jack fifth. 4, 3, 1, 11, and 10, Asher's Edge. Looking ahead to the 11th race, it's up next. Today's 11th race is the finale on Pegasus World Cup weekend. It's on turf at a 1-mile trip. Scratch the alternates, 13 through 16. It's a field of 12. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, and pick 3 wagering end here. This race, the 11th race, is your super high 5 finale. In the winner's circle now, Asher's Edge, $29 winner. Asher's Edge, owned by J.J. Brevin Stable, trained by Dave Fox. The winning rider, Tyler Gaffleone. Asher's Edge by Competitive Edge out of Donnell by Roman Ruler, bred by J.J. Brevin Stable here in Florida. $29 winner. The final running time was 55 and 24, 100 seconds. Pick 3, $192.40. Exacta, $150.80. Trifecta, $343.30. Superfecta, $18,314.40. $1,831.44 for a dime. Daily double, $133.60. 11th race is up next. We're on the turf at a 1-mile trip. Post time in 22 minutes.
That's one thing about horse racing. Even if you own a tiny fractional part of a horse, the experience is still there.
Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
They've done a beautiful job of involvement with the ownership and keeping the horse in the focus.
The Blade wins the Preakness.
My racehorse is really something. So say, come aboard. We'll make it fun.
Going to wrap up a fantastic weekend of racing here with a 1 mile turf event, and it is a maiden race, and it's for these fillies that are 3 years old. Scratch all the also eligible entries, so we're coming at you with a full 12 horse field. What better way to try and get out, Brian?
This is your race. If you need to get out like me, this is the race. It's a phenomenal betting race. Going to wrap up, as Ronnie said, just an awesome weekend here at Gulfstream Park. Let's just take a look at what's going on with this huge Rainbow Six. There's only 636 live tickets left, Ron, and this might be the most difficult race of the day.
Yeah, so we'll see how it plays out. Anybody that's alive, he has the chance to hit it, is going to get a really nice payday.
This is a huge score coming up because even if the favorite wins this race, those tickets are going to get shattered way, way down. Best of luck to everyone going here.
Well, let's see what we can do here and see what how this works out here. We started off with the number 2 horse in here, and that is Brown the Sugar. This is a half to Rombara, who won the Preakness.
Won the Preakness, yeah, and Alexander Helios also, who won the other day for Safi.
Yeah.
Now, this horse was 3-1 in a 12-horse maiden special weight at Churchill Downs on debut. Wasn't even favored, but the fact that when you're 3-1 in a 12-horse field, that is a lot of tote action. We stretch out today. We get the extra turn to work with as well in a good post position. We'll need to prove it on the turf, but this is Nacho Correas and Luis Saez rode this horse at Churchill. I like that too.
Well, you want the hot hand today, and it's certainly Mark Cassie's barn with 3 wins, and Dylan Davis just having a fantastic afternoon, and that's Classic Q. And this horse showed some speed last time out, backed up to finish 4th. I think that was a perfect prelude to what this horse is going to do today.
Yeah, I agree, Ron, and the fact that we get Lasix going on here as well, I think is going to help. Couldn't see it out on debut. The thing that just bugged me, if I can nitpick just a little bit, this horse was 9-1 on debut with Irad riding. Didn't take a lot of money that day. Ran pretty well, just tired late. Now the money is showing, to be sure.
The number 7 horse in here, Moongate, this is from Christophe Command, so you must respect this horse, but hasn't been seen since sprinting both at Saratoga and Aqueduct.
Not really taking any money. Yeah, I don't know. He's certainly bred to stretch out. A Derby winner, out of a Derby winning mare. Big brown on the bottom, authentic on the top, and you'd think this is what he wants to do. She wants to do, all along, but very, very cold on the toe board right now.
The number 4, sorry, Brian, is B-Cat. This is a full to a horse called Enough B, who made like $700,000, mainly on the turf. This one for Rusty Arnold, Rajiv Mirage in the saddle.
And English B won on debut too, so there's some precociousness in this pedigree as well. It's a very, very classy horse for Graham Motion, so we'll see. Not really live on the board, but not dead on the board either. And Rusty Arnold over the past few years has started popping a little bit more with first-time starters.
Talking to hot ham, what about Tyler Gaffleone riding Candy Buzz for Saffie Joseph Jr.? Didn't show much on his debut. Getting Lasix, look at the last trouble line to start, checked at the start.
Yeah, and the winner that day was good for Wesley Ward, that sweet coffee, the half the coffee maker, and who's just popped the field. And I this is interesting to me. Going to stretch out now. The pedigree is all 2 turns. Didn't completely give it up. Kind of sort of ran in place that day on debut. Much better post today after breaking dead last towards the inside sprinting.
Super High Five also you can get out with. It's over $5,000 in that pool. Good luck with all your selections. Hey, we'll be back here on Wednesday. And you know what Wednesday starts? Holy Bull Week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck.
Stepping onto the track now for race number 11. The 11th race is the final race of the weekend here in South Florida. It's over the turf at a 1-mile trip. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. It's a field of 12. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, super high five possibility. 11th race post time in 4 minutes. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. They're moving in for a start. It's race number 11 on the program, the Sunday finale. Live racing again this coming Wednesday here in Hallandale Beach. First race post time 12:20. We march forward towards the road to the Florida Derby with the Holy Bull Stakes coming up this coming Saturday. Hitting high gear in our championship season here at Gulfstream this year. Next one into line is Snip, Snippity Snip. Brown Sugar. Added Touch, the next one to go up. Classic Q. Now B-Cat. Added Touch. Olivia Valentina. Romina. Starship Nautilus. Romina waits her turn as we await Starship Nautilus to move forward in the middle. 2-1, Brown Sugar. Romina to the outside. They're at the post. And runners away. Starship Nautilus off slow. Brown Sugar off quick and reaching out for the early lead. Classic Q is going to try to run with her. These two race on. At the rail, that's Champagne Brunch, who comes away in third. Candy Buzz is now fourth, and she's worked over about 4 lengths behind. Dropping over to the rail is the Moongate. Then in between horses, Olivia Valentina with B-Cat along the rail. Veronica Z is out 3 wide. It's a length and a half to Romina. She spots the leader about 7 lengths. Down at the inside goes Snip, Snippity Snip. She's third last. Second last is Added Touch, and the trailer is Starship Nautilus. 23-2 for the opening quarter. Luis Saez and Brown Sugar in front by half a length. Classic Q is still second. Toward the rail, Champagne Brunch is an eager third. Out in the middle of the racetrack is Candy Buzz. She's racing in a joint fourth now. Veronica Z covered up behind horses, so is Moongate. Romina is in the red colors, 3 wide. In between horses, Olivia Valentina. Then it's a length and a half to Snip, Snippity Snip. Toward the rail and B-Cat. Out the back are Added Touch and Starship Nautilus. 47-4 for the opening half mile. They swing around the 4 turn. It's Brown Sugar by a neck. On the outside, Classic Q keeps the heat on second. Irad Ortiz Jr. looks to feed Champagne Brunch some racetrack. Following her through is Moongate, and they're on their way home. Brown Sugar still the target. Davis sitting chilly on Classic Q. Now he asks her to kick. She just kicked. Classic Q the leader. Brown Sugar is back to second. They have it to themselves, but it's all over. It's Classic Q. Here's another one for Mark Casse going away under Dylan Davis by 5 in the end. Brown Sugar second. Champagne Brunch third. Fourth is Moongate. There's a photo to complete your high five in 134-2. Number 3, Classic Q was the winner. Number 2, Brown Sugar was second. Number 1, Champagne Brunch finished third. Number 7, Moongate was fourth. Number 5, Olivia Valentina ran fifth. 3, 2, 1, 7, and 5. 1:34 and 2, the final running time. Four training victories on the Sunday program for Mark Casse. Dylan Davis rides another beautiful race, and here's the winner. Here's Classic Q by Classic Empire out of Lovely M by Scat Daddy. Bred by Winning Bloodstock in Kentucky, owned by Blue Creval Racing Stable in Quintessential Racing, Florida. Mark Casse with a nice Sunday afternoon, a 4-win afternoon. The winning jockey is Dylan Davis. 1:34 and 2, the final running time. While today's 11th race is the final live race of the day, the Gulfstream Park Simulcast Network continues with racing via the Latin American Racing Channel. We have a couple of races from San Isidro, Argentina for you to enjoy tonight. Racing on the turf in Argentina to close the Gulfstream Park feed. If you're joining us on track, your evening with us, just getting underway, Trackside Carousel Club is your home for a great craft cocktail as well as a whole lot more. The Gulfstream Park Casino open to serve you for all your gaming needs. Silk Simulcast Center, we've got the football games. We've also got great horse racing, including racing from the great race place, Santa Anita Park. Shopping, dining, and a whole lot more next door at the Village at Gulfstream. There's always something going on here in Hallandale Beach. Our next live racing card is on Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday racing begins at 12:20. Past performances are available for Wednesday racing. Download them at all your favorite past performance retailers. The Exacta 37.20, the Trifecta 28.55, Superfecta 235.50, 23.55 for a dime, Daily Double 151.80, the High Five 588.90. The Pick 3 combination, numbers 643, $342.40. Pick 4, $455.45. Pick 5, $6,215.60. Numbers 666, 4, and 3. In the Rainbow Six, a must-go scenario, but a nice return. $37,865.68. The numbers 46, 66, 43. $37,000 return for a 20-cent Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six starts at 0 for Wednesday racing. When you do leave the track this evening, we ask that you please do so safely. Tropical Turf Pick 3. That combination ended here with Classic Q. Have that price momentarily. It's been our pleasure to serve you on Pegasus World Cup Week 2025. Join us again this coming Saturday for Holy Bull Stakes Day. And if you're an Apple iPhone user, make sure to download the Gulfstream Park app. Recently released, the Gulfstream Park app features everything you need to stay up to speed on racing here in South Florida. Tropical Turf Pick 3 numbers are 6, 4, and 3, worth $470.40. Have a great evening. We'll see you Wednesday. Good night from Gulfstream.
8, Endeavor. Jockey Martín Javier Valle. Entrenador José Cristóbal Blanco, caballeriza Triple Alliance. 9, Fox Funny. Jockey Kevin Vanegas, entrenador Nicolás Martín Ferro, caballeriza Dream and Wish. Recordamos, en esta carrera girará el disco de la fortuna con incremento a ganador de 1 a 3 millones de pesos. 11, El Tiger. Jockey Gonzalo Damián Borda, entrenador Juan Pablo Díaz, caballeriza Plaza Irlanda. 12, Night Guy. Jockey William Pereira, entrenador Luciano Rubén Ceruti, caballeriza Bar Royal. 3, Santo Sermón. Jockey Lucas Francisco González, entrenador Gustavo Escarpelo, caballeriza Rodolfo Pedro. La salida 13, Zafirus Blue. Jockey Eduardo Ortega Pavón, entrenador Carlos Daniel Echechuri, caballeriza Black Type Bloodstock. La salida del 2, Baby Indal. Jockey Jorge Luis Peralta, entrenador Luciano Rubén Ceruti, caballeriza Carmel. Presentados los participantes de esta 11ª carrera, se dirigen al sitio de largada.
Undécima carrera y penúltima de esta jornada dominical. Volveremos la próxima semana con otra reunión de miércoles en San Isidro para lo que será una historia de miércoles y sábado. La reunión del 29, la última del mes de enero, y luego el sábado 1, aquí en San Isidro, arrancando justamente el segundo mes de esta temporada, con el clásico Juan Yo como prueba central. En tanto, también se va a inscribir el lunes para lo que tiene que ver con el Gran Premio Martínez de Oz, el primer Grupo 1 de la temporada en la República Argentina, pero bueno, para eso falta un poco más. Y mientras tanto nos metemos en esta penúltima carrera, la ausencia del número 10, Frutos Rojos, Linda carrera de 2.000 metros para todo caballo de 3, ganador de una competencia en el marco del premio Sivenic. Y el arranque de la última doble, que tiene una base de 1.000 pesos, tiene 2,5 millones de pesos en el pozo asegurado, más 2 millones de pesos de incremento. Y hablando de incrementos, también habrá incremento a ganador entre 1 y 3 millones de pesos. La última carrera, el premio Doctora Tami, serán 1.200 metros en la diagonal para caballos de 3 en busca, así se dice, de su primera victoria. Vamos a ver qué es lo que nos trae el totalizador, con varias opciones, pizarra absolutamente abierta, tal cual la sensación que deja el estudio de esta carrera. 3,40 para el número 8, Endeavor. 4 presentaciones por total, salió de perdedor el 8 de noviembre, lo hizo por un cuerpo sobre Schumpeter, que enseguida consiguió salir de perdedor, y luego se metió en el Gran Premio Carlos Pellegrini el 14 de diciembre, cuando fue noveno a 8 3/4 de Intent for Me, del Código, de Don Férez y de Crazy Talent. Noveno entre 20 para la prueba magna del continente. El entrenado por José Cristóbal Blanco del Triple Alliance retrocede de los 2.400 metros a los 2.000 metros en el marco condicional. 3,55 por boleto apostado. 3,65 para el número 7, el que Tribué. Escolta de Beatles, esto fue el 28 de diciembre sobre 2.000 metros, cuando cruzó a 2 cuerpos. Previamente había sido cuarto en el Clásico de la Provincia de Buenos Aires, el 2 de noviembre, a 5 cuerpos de Greso. Greso, que luego fue de la partida en el Pellegrini y que arrancó la temporada con el triunfo del Botafogo. El que Tribué ese día cruzó también a media cabeza de Out of the Blue, ganador de 3 competencias, inclusive a peso por impresión. Ya se adaptó a los 2.000 metros el que Tribué, el entrenado por Carlos Daniel Chechurri. 3,50 en el caso del triunfo en este instante. 5,25 para el número 9, Fox Fanny, que fue tercero en el Casey, a 2 cuerpos y medio de Juanchef y de Baranelo, y luego fue décimo a 52 cuerpos y medio de Juanchef en el Nacional, en salida que por supuesto hay que disculparle. Salió de perdedor aquí en la pista de arena sobre 2.000 metros, en agosto, lo hizo por el hocico. Ahora intentará nuevamente el pasto, una pista que no le es ajena de ninguna manera, entrenado por Nicolás Martín Ferro. El número 9 de Fox Fanny, en lo que será su reentré de 2 meses y monedas, 4,90 por ticket apostado. 6,10 para el de abajo de todo, el número 13, Zephyrus Blue.